If you were planning on visiting Universal Studios this year, here's a list of refurbishments and closures that you will need to know to plan around with your trip. Hi, my name is Anna, Magically Universal. Follow me for news, tips, tricks, and more of Universal Studios and Disney. So to start off, we have 3 major refurbishments in Universal Orlando. The first being Revenge of the Mummy. It is going to be closing for 6 days starting January 15th to the 21st. They're just doing some light refurbishment. It's not going to take them that long at all, hence why it's only 6 days. The second one is kind of big because a lot of people use this attraction to go back and forth between each park, and that's Hogwarts Express. Hogwarts Express is a huge Harry Potter attraction that takes you from Universal Studios to Islands of Adventure Hogsmeade. A lot of people use this because they don't like walking or they're unable to walk, but this will be closed starting February 9th and ending on the 23rd of this year. There is a walkway on City Walk to and from Universal and Islands of Adventure, and it takes only about a 5 to 10 minute walk. So I would just keep that in mind if you're planning a trip around those dates. The third one is a major one for us Halloween Horror Nights fans because Finnegan's Bar and Grill is a place where Halloween Horror Nights fans just goes before the event to get drinks and hang out with friends. And this one is closing most of the year. This restaurant and bar closes January 12th, which is literally tomorrow, and then ends during the winter. We don't know when in the winter, if it's early or late. We just know it opens back up in winter of this year. Next, onto Islands of Adventure. I'm not going to talk about Hogwarts Express because I've already spoken about it for the Universal Orlando side. But this major attraction that is closing is one that loads of people love to ride, especially during the summer, and it's going to be closed for most of the year. So it is Jurassic Park River Adventure, and it closes on January 5th, so it's already closed, and ends November 19th of this year. This one is a major attraction in the summer, especially for people who love Jurassic Park and for those who want to cool down. So if you're planning on a trip this summer, expect it to be closed, but there are 2 other attractions that you can get wet on to cool down, and those are Popeye and Bluto's Bildrat Barges and Dudley Do-Rice Ripsaw Falls. However, due to Jurassic Park's closure, expect higher wait times for these 2 attractions because people will want to prioritize riding the water attractions during the summer. Alright, to end this list, we have Universal Studios Volcano Bay. Now, the 2 attractions that are closing for this are 2 sister attractions, which are the Puihi, sorry if I butcher that, round raft rides. They will be closed starting January 5th, so obviously already closed, and ending February 12th of this year. I wouldn't worry too much about Volcano Bay because during this time of year it can get really cold and the hours vary, and the park could even close due to inclement weather because it is too cold. So I wouldn't worry about Volcano Bay too much. And if you're planning to go to Volcano Bay during this time of year, just know that the park could close because it's too cold. But other than that, starting October 26th of this year, Volcano Bay will begin a seasonal closure for refurbishment, and it will reopen on March 24th of 2027. In my opinion, this is a much needed refurbishment. There are some touch-ups they need to do. There are some things they need to fix. So I'm glad Universal is finally doing a longer refurbishment. Usually they don't do this long of a refurbishment, but I'm glad they are doing it this time. that is it for the list of closures and refurbishments at Universal Orlando Resort for this year into next year. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments down below. Feel free to ask anything, really. I'm here to answer it. And please feel free to give me a follow. I would greatly appreciate it.